And if I'm not mistaken, the main Amir Timur statue is in that direction, and it goes towards the Amir Timur statue there, and there's a place called the Broadway. I think that's quite a good street to walk along. So first let's see whether this museum is open or is still functioning. I believe it is, so we'll see. So we are here by the entrance to the Amir Timur Museum. It's really the State History Museum of the Timurids, and it was built recently, I mean in connection with the 660th Jubilee of what they used to call Sahib-Qiran-e Timur, around 1996, on their initiative and patronage and guidance of the first president of the Republic of Uzbekistan, Islam Karimov. So after the Soviet Union's collapse in 1991, Islam Karimov was the first president of the Republic of Uzbekistan, and this museum was constructed on his initiative and under his guidance in 1996. The Amir Timur Museum now, and what a sight to see. Incredible. Built in 1996, and this is the main entrance hall under a grand dome and a magnificent chandelier. This Quran is from Russia. The manuscript is from 1905, what was called St. Petersburg, 1905. But after the Bolshevik Revolution of 1917 that is, the name of St. Petersburg was changed to Leningrad, but subsequently it's come back to be known as St. Petersburg. So this is from 1905. Amazing, isn't it? A bit of detail from this mural. I'll try to magnify it and show. There's a lot of detail here. That's like a saintly figure with oud burning. The perfume oud, I think. And here is like a astronomer or some kind of a genius working with those protractors and documents. And that looks like the Quran, the Holy Book, and there's a flame there, and there are discussions going on. The lady standing there, and that's the court. That looks like a soldier. More discussions, and there's the Amir with his footrest, and more deliberations here. Or somebody singing something, reciting something. You'll see the things in the background, the magnificent architecture, and somebody inscribing things and contemplating, and again back to the mystic gentleman with the oath. And here's more back to the guy with the protractor, or the gentleman with the court nobles with the protractor and other objects. Lovely painting of the Samarkand Bazaar, medieval times. And I'll show you a bit of detail. All tradesmen, all sorts of trades going on, bartering going on, money being exchanged, goods being exchanged, goods being checked, valuations being done, bargaining, discussions, and all that going on. and you can see a lot of things happening here. There's a lot of detail in this painting, and there are traders from all parts of the world. You may see some European traders as well, looking at carpets. Just the chap trying to sell a carpet or show his goods there. Some people carrying things on their heads, and people selling food here, it looks like, is it? Or anyways, quite a lot of things happening. And here's somebody looking out with a fur cap. And grand scene, really, a lot of detail. And yeah, you can see the background as well. Very interesting, isn't it? So there you go. Good deliberations going on. This is the image of the Order of Mustarikh, which was established in May 1994 in accordance with the law of Uzbekistan by its first president, Islam Karimov. It's like an award to the citizens of the Republic of Uzbekistan for their remarkable contributions to the great and the good of the country, you know, and providing peace, progress, and whatnot. The Order of the Mustarikh is not necessarily just for the citizens of Uzbekistan. It could also be given to those individuals who are not citizens of Uzbekistan. So it's an honorific title called Mustarikh. I don't know the meaning of that, but that's how it's spelled. Now we're going up a level now with the museum, and there's a grand marble staircase going up. And to know that they did all this as recently as 1996, it's a replica, really. Yeah, so they've done good work here. And let's zoom in and see the detail up there. That's the dome. And it's quite interesting here, isn't it? So, and that's the upper floor. You enter into the basement area where the ticket offices are. Then you come up at the ground floor level. It's a circular building. Now we are on the upper floor. It's like a gallery, really. And another circle here. And reminds me of the Guggenheim Museum in New York, which has similar galleries. Some of them are ramped. And this is a circular building as well. It's very good. Detail of the battle between the troops of Amir Timur and Toshkent Khan. Awful scenes. I mean, you know, not to one's liking. And look how they used to battle in those days. Wow. Very well, and it's as violent as this even now. But it's just the weapons have changed. And look at this. Wow, amazing, isn't it? Terrible. But this is how they conquered each other. And this guy is aiming his arrow at somebody who's already down. He's already down. And there you go. There you go. Wow, he's got a good fur coat, but still, he knows what he wants. And yeah. Yes, there you go. And you can see somebody like that. Somebody about to collapse something. Great detail by the artist. He has a hand-to-hand fight going on here. And this is how they did their conquests. They went out on expeditions. Amir Timur was away from Samarkand for 5 years. One on his expedition of Hindustan, India. He came up to Delhi. And before his death, he was embarking on an expedition into China. That was his next expedition. This is the image of a place called Shahrukhiya. Shahrukhiya. Shahrukh was the son of Amir Timur, but this place was called Fanokant. But the town was so beastily devastated by Genghis Khan, as if it had never existed before. In 1794, the year of something in the Muslim calendar, 1392 AD, Amir Timur commissioned to rebuild it. It was surrounded by walls and battlements. The population outside the town was resettled, a complete wreck of a town called Fanokant, which Genghis Khan plundered and wrecked. The population outside the town was resettled into the new site once Shahrukhiya was built, and it was built in honor of the Prince Shahrukh, and then it was built but not called Shahrukhiya immediately, but later its fame spread and people started to call the town Shahrukhiya instead of Fanokant. So that's the history, and that's a very nice image of the town there, as it would, as it was later on built up as a citadel. The connections between Agra's Taj Mahal and Uzbekistan, because this is a mausoleum as well, ordered by Shah Jahan around 1630, 1632. I think the construction finished in 1650 in the city of Agra for his favorite wife Mumtaz Mahal. But the connection with Uzbekistan is that the masters from Samarkand, Muhammad Sharif, I believe, and the other master from Bukhara, Ustaz Muhammad, participated in the construction works. So those were the skilled people who landed in Agra from Samarkand and Bukhara. Mirza Ulugh Beg, who was the grandson of Amir Timur, was a keen astronomer, and here he's seen in his observatory, most probably in Samarkand, with his favorite astronomer or assistant called Ali Kushi. And you can see the background here, the steps going up to the point of observation, and the tracking of the stars, the charts being prepared, quite advanced techniques for that time. And the visitors, most probably from Arabia, fellow visitors there, discussing with other experts. And I understand that in the contemporary world, the international astronomical societies, whoever the regulatory bodies are, they've named an impact crater on the moon after Mirza Ulugh Beg in his honor for his contributions to astronomy. So the impact crater on the moon, even today, one of them is called Ulugh Beg. This map in Russian shows the extent of Amir Timur's expeditions, the kingdom he established. You can see almost entire Persia, some parts of the Arabian Peninsula, right up to the Caspian Sea, going towards the present-day Turkey, and on the west and on the east, into North India, almost deep into North India, of course, around Delhi, parts of Punjab, almost all of Punjab, Sindh, and beginning from, you may be able to see this, but beginning with Samarkand and Bukhara. So you can see the two dots in the center of the picture. One is Samarkand and the other is Bukhara. And the third dot is Toshkent on top, but the seats of power for Amir Timur were Samarkand and Bukhara. And Mirza, the other Mirza, Babur, was born in Samarkand, who was destined to subsequently create his own empire, the Mughal Empire, that went far deeper south than Amir Timur, right to the center of the Indian subcontinent. And that was another great emperor who started a Mughal dynasty, but sometimes with consequences that were not exactly to everyone's needs and requirements. But again, expeditions are of that nature, forceful acquisition of land. That was all it was. This is the dynasty of Amir Timur, but people who may have an interest in the affairs of the Mughal era may find some names familiar here. There you can see Zahiruddin Muhammad Babur Padshah. Zahiruddin Muhammad Babur Padshah. And then all his descendants. Then you might even see Muhyiddin Aurangzeb Alamgir, and all those names here. And Shahzada Shah Jahan, Shahzada Farooq Siyar, Jahangir, Salim, because Jahangir was called Prince Salim as well. Then you can see Jalaluddin Akbar Shah, Akbar the Great, and he had other Shahzadas, but Jahangir, Salim took the kingdom. He was the chosen descendant. Dawar Bakhsh, Shahzada in Hindustani, Daro Shikoh, who knew a lot of the Indian historic and mythological manuscripts, a man of peace and a man of peaceful coexistence, but unfortunately he never got to gain the throne. And I think Muhyiddin Aurangzeb Alamgir was crowned the Mughal Emperor. So a lot of people say the history of India would have been very different if Shahzada Daro Shikoh, 1616 to 1659, died very young, and 1618 to 1707, I think, and Mausam Shah Alam. So this is quite a complex chart explaining the order of the offspring and who got what. And a lot of this is Central Asian as well. But you can see the origins of the Mughal dynasty go back to Amir Timur. That's where they go back to. And there you are, Muhammad Jahangir, but that's not the Mughal Jahangir. Umar Shah, Miran Shah, and Shah Rukh. And it's quite complex, but you can see the beginning of the Mughal Empire with Zahiruddin Muhammad Babur. People will be familiar with that, so that's where it started. Very, very interesting.